SwiftNet Communications poll question. So how would you rather be broken up with? We were asking you wanted this in person, like in public? Like, if it's in person, it has to be in public. Like, it has to be in a restaurant or a park or a bar or a movie theater. I don't know. It just has to be in public or over a text message.
This is, Suzanne read this yesterday, and she said, who wrote this poll question? I said, I did. She goes, this is the worst poll question ever. I was like, why? It's the best poll question ever because you either public humiliation or get dissed and don't get, like you are thrown to the curb in the worst possible way if you get a text message that says
you're trash.
Yeah, I don't think it's working out. And then
we're done.
That's it. And I mean, you didn't even care enough to have a conversation with me. You stroke it out in about 10 characters.
Why did she think
you didn't even give me Twitter treatment?
Well, what did she say to that?
Because she said it was a hard decision to make.
Well, that's what makes a great poll.
I know, that's what I said. She said, but this is the worst. Like, these are the worst feelings that you could possibly encounter.
I don't think this is hard at all. It's text message.
If
I don't
it was
care
done in public, are other people going to hear it? I said, yes, of course. That's why it's done in public. Like, when it's done in public, you're going to at least get 5 to 6 oh, dams coming your way because people are like, oh, no, that person just got broke up with. Where?
Loser! God, if I'm ever in a spot where I hear this happen, I'm just going to yell out, loser!
You're mean. That's mean.
Oh, they'll get over it.
I would feel bad. I would buy the person like a drink or a dessert or popcorn if I was in a movie theater or something.
It's
I don't
funny.
know.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to make some people laugh and feel better about the situation.
So
'cause it's not just awkward for the person that's getting broken up with.
If you would rather,
it's awkward for everybody standing around. So maybe they're going to chuckle out of that.
To me, it's easy. I would not want the public embarrassment. I don't care if somebody does not respect me enough to say to me face to face, hey, I feel like it's not working out.
Look at this. A majority of the people say in public.
They would rather be broken up face to face as opposed to over a text message.
It's like 60-40 in public.
Wow. I'm over. To me, this is an easy decision. Text message. Nobody wants to be broken up with in public, so everybody could sit there and, like, one time, okay, my wife and I, we had a date night. It's one of the 5 date nights we've had, and that might be a generous estimate since my daughter's born. And we decided to go to Luna Red. We're sitting there. It's a nice...
Inside or outside?
Outside.
Oh, yeah.
Right there on the sidewalk. We're watching people go by. I think some music was going on in the plaza. It was a very nice, weird Santa Ana condition, so it was a subtropical evening.
It's just like, man, I like living in slow.
Yeah, it really was.
I think next year we'll move to Templeton.
Yeah. And we're sitting there. Well, Templeton's always nice.
Yeah.
We're sitting there and we're drinking our beers, and this woman comes and sits down. And
with you?
No, she's right next to the table next to us.
Okay.
And she's like, yeah, I'm waiting for somebody. And then the guy's like, oh, okay, we'll go ahead and just wait for them. 10 minutes go by. 15 minutes go by.
Are you eating now? I mean,
we're eating, we're drinking, we're having a good time as a couple. 25 minutes go by.
You're holding hands. This woman's looking at you.
She's on her phone, frantically texting. 45 minutes go by.
Oh, my God.
An hour goes by.
You're still there?
Well, yeah, because we had date night. We're going to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
90 minutes go by.
Oh, wow.
She's sitting there. At about the 60-minute mark, she decided to order something.
Yeah, I'm sure she's
an app and a drink. And then I heard her say to the server, I guess he's not going to show up.
Oh.
And she paid her bill, got up and walked away. And it was the most uncomfortable, difficult thing to have to overhear. Now,
game over, man. Game over.
What could only be worse than being stood up like that? Being broke up with in public where everybody can hear. Because I could overhear what was going on between her and the waiter.
But what I loved about this story is he broke up with her over a text message, but it was in public.
No. He didn't show up. This was you could tell that this was like she was meeting somebody there.
But what if he just got broken up?
Well, I don't
in
know.
A public place.
I don't know the text of the conversation.
I'm just
she
saying.
said to the waiter, I don't think he's showing up and then got up and left.
Well, she's not going to say, hey, he broke up with me. Just saying. The ironicness of this story is, if he did break up with her, it was in public.
Who knows if there was anything? I think she was using, by judging her body language, she was using the phone because she was in an uncomfortable situation to act bored. Like she was doing. Yeah, because she was sitting there for 90 minutes. I do the same thing when I'm bored. I mean, that's when I love having my phone around the most. Waiting for the doctor, waiting for any appointment, waiting in the gas line at Costco. Being stood up in public is a bad thing, but getting broken up with in public has to be the worst thing.
Do you
if that person, I don't remember what that person looked like, but if there was some kind of contentious conversation between her and somebody that she was dating, I would always remember what those people look like and whatever. And the problem with where we live, it's a small ass town. Okay. Like, I can't go anywhere without bumping into somebody I know. And I've only lived here for 13 years, and I'm pretty much an introvert. Okay? I don't put myself out there very often. But I still run into people I know everywhere I go. So, to get broken up in public, you'd be like, oh, damn, I saw that person the other day. You know that person? Like, what if you get introduced to that person? Oh, that's my friend Cynthia. Oh, hey, Cynthia, how's it going? I saw you got stood up at Luna Red the other night. It's a small-ass town. When you live in a small-ass town, I'd much rather get broken up over a text message.
Somebody try to break up with me in public. Let's say they gave me a watch. I just take that watch. I just be like, you're a bitch. Drop it and walk off. Like a mic drop.
Wow.
That's how you pay somebody back for breaking up with you in public.
What if they don't get you a watch?
You humiliate them back. A ring, whatever. I don't know, whatever they gave you. They didn't give you anything, then I guess the effect isn't quite the same. You just eat a big fatty and walk away.
You speak as if somebody who's never had a relationship outside their marriage.
Yeah, well, that's very true.
93.3 KZOZ. Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.